Hey guys, 24K Pure Man here and आज मैं लाने वाला my first Clash of Titans की Titans tier list and I'll be covering every lane and I think this is the first tier list ever made for this game. So let's get into it. Basically I'll be dividing my tier list into two two types of heroes, S tier and A tier. S tier are the best, the top tier, the top of the cream Titans like जो हमेशा बैन करने चाहिए या पिक करनी चाहिए. These have the best kit and थोड़े difficult होते हैं but if you get to play them you can carry. And then S tier में we've got triple S tier and SS tier. Explains themselves. Triple S tier मतलब like most broken heroes and you have to perma ban or perma pick them in high rank, and then SS tier are also are a bit better than S tier. And then we have A tier. A tier are good heroes which you can play, and if you don't have S tier heroes or you need a simpler hero, आसान hero चाहिए, A tier will work absolutely fine. So before I start, I would like to say कि ये मेरा personal opinion है, so please take it with a grain of salt. And that being said, you can absolutely use this tier list. It's very good, it's very accurate. But अगर आपको लगता है कि मैंने कोई टाइटन कुछ ज़्यादा ही ऊपर नीचे हो गया है या कोई टाइटन मैंने नहीं डाला है, please comment down and I will look into it. So let's get into the first, and that's going to be the DS lane. And the king of DS lane is going to be Omen, no doubt in that. Omen has just too much damage reduction, and his ult is too good, man. Like legit, one of the best ults in the game. And it's definitely SS tier. और अगर आपके पास कोई टीम है, if you play in a 5-man team, so he is the absolute best DS laner. अगर इसके ult, क्योंकि लेट गेम में एक्चुअली होता है ऐसा है कि इनिशिएट करना हार्ड होता है, you know, and if you get a good initiator, you will win most of the fights. And Moment is the best initiator in the game, no doubt about that. Solo carry play is not that good. I'll explain it just right now. And the next DS lane will actually surprise a lot of you. And my favorite personal favorite is Wukong DS. And लोगों को लगा कि यार ये Wukong का jungle hero है, and like he's trolling when he's saying that Wukong DS is good, but that's not the fact. Wukong is the best solo carry DS lane in the game, hands down. Why Omen is not the best? क्योंकि Omen, you know, is builds mostly tanky. और अगर इसने enemy हमको ult भी कर दिया तो he will take some time to kill him if he's not alone. एंड उस टाइम पे अगर आपकी टीम ने फॉलो अप नहीं दिया, इफ योर सोलो क्यू, मोस्ट लाइकली यू वोंट गेट फॉलो अप. बट नहीं, अगर नहीं मिला तो लाइक यू आर डेड एंड योर टीम विल बी सेइंग लाइक जीजी ओमन फीडिंग. बट वुकोंग का केस थोड़ा डिफरेंट है. ही कैन गो 1v4 1v3 अपने इनविस के साथ एंड जस्ट डिलीट द एनिमी मार्क्समैन एंड मेज एंड कम बैक. सो डेफिनेटली प्ले दिस हीरो. ही इज अ लेट गेम हीरो. अर्ली गेम मत लड़ना, थोड़ा सेफ रहना. बट इफ यू गेट टू लाइक 3 to 4 items, he will just one shot the enemy. Very good DS laner. And the next we have Irie. Irie हमेशा से ही like broken DS laner रही है because of her kit. Her ultimate is just so good. It gives us so much damage reduction. Like अगर ultimate pop कर दिया, so she will take maximum 10% damage of her max HP. Like कितना भी damage करो 10% से ऊपर नहीं लेगी for every shot. And then late game she's definitely late game hero. Early game she sucks, no doubt about that. But late game once you get into a full build and you can actually build 2 penetrates. इसका जो passive heal and passive true damage है ना भाई, like she can go legit from 0 HP to full HP just using one ult. Then to finish off the S tier DS laners we have Scud. Scud is the one punch man of Clash of Titans. So much damage with his S2, so much tankiness, और इसको जो heal मिलता है with every kill or assist is just beautiful. And he is the hero. Like अगर he want to kill an enemy in the tower, go take Scud and घुस के 2-3 मार के can come out alive. I'm telling you. And एक ही counter है Hayate. If enemy does not have Hayate, you are the red boss. Then moving on to A tier, the first hero in A tier we have where is he? Elaine definitely. He is a very good duelist, you know, 1v1. Like he wins most of the 1v1s against all the TS laners in this list, and he has a lot of heal as well with his passive and his, you know, stacks. And if you use good enchantment. And one thing about his ult is like अगर बहुत लोगों को ult लग गया तो his damage will increase by a lot. One downfall is like late game he falls off, you know, he gets outranged by many mages and marksmen definitely. But still if he locks into an enemy he is most likely dead. Then the next DS laner we have is the MILF Varus, no doubt. Varus has probably the most balanced and like all round all round kit. She's got damage, she's got true damage, she's got heal, she's got CC, जो चाहिए सब मिलता है. And if she gets on the ball, if she starts snowballing, she will just go 1v5 and heal so much. And जितनी इसकी low HP है उतना इसका heal will be more from her passive. A very good DS lane pick. Then we have Lubu. Yes, Lubu nerf hit him quite hard, but he's still very good pick. इसका जो Alt Conqueror gives him a lot of lifesteal, like insane amount of sustain in team fights. And definitely अगर कोई enemy कोई Titan चाहिए जो आपके लिए you can take a lot of damage for your marksman and mage. Lubu is very good. And then to end the DS lane we have got Mina. Mina is a very good and very less used DS lane I would say. But अगर आपके पास कोई double marksman jungle है या फिर if enemy has picked Omen, don't think, just lock Mina. Mina absolutely destroys Omen and is the best counter. Yes, some people will say कि Align is also a good counter, but the thing is कि late game अगर Omen ने Align को ult मार दिया and Omen की team gives him follow up, so Align is dead. But Mina will not die. Mina will sustain so much damage, and definitely Mina is a A tier DSL. Moving on to the ADCs, we know that the best marksman in the game is Rathe because of his S1 damage and how he melts, like melt बन भी नहीं करता वो, literally melts enemy tanks, warriors and marksmen. इसको चीज़ से पूछो ही मत, they can't even come near him, and he's like one of the only counters to Scud and Omen. A very good marksman in his perma band in ranked game, no doubt in that. If you get him, you're probably going to win the game if you get into late game. Next we have Level. Level is an insane marksman who can like attack 3 enemies at one point, at like simultaneously. That's absolutely broken in my opinion. Like you can attack 3 enemies, 3 titans at the same time. And late game that's going to be like so crucial. And then he's got an amazing S2 like which gives him a small shield, but the main thing it makes him CCME for some time. He can be hooked. He can like dodge Greg hook and Omen ult, and that makes him very gives him a lot of survivability. And then his ult is like cherry on the top. His ult is a very good initiator, and if you like combo it with Omen and Level, if Omen ult Level ults hits an enemy and Omen ults the enemy, then he's dead and you win the team. Then for the last S tier marksman, we've got Thorn. Thorn got nerfed and he's got some pretty decent nerf I would say, but he's still a one-shot damage king, and his kit is like very good. He's got a lot of one-shot damage, he's got a lot of CC slowdown with the yellow bullets, and then insane minion clear with blue bullets, and his insanely high like damage and range ult, which is like very safe to clear minions or even finish enemies. And moving on to the A tier marksman, we got Caffeine. Caffeine is the a very special type of marksman who can like literally run and burn you down. Like she can auto attack while she is moving. That is very strong. And her lasers deal so much damage in the late game, like 3 to 4 critical damage with one laser, and she can fire like 3 to 4 lasers. I think very strong. And her ult is an insane, insane AoE damage to clear minion waves, to like poke the enemy or just finish down the enemies who are running away. Then we have got Violet. Yes, Violet was one of the strongest titans, but now due to the many buffs tanks have got, she's a bit weak. She's a bit weak because she's not good against tanks, but she's still very potent against squishy heroes. And if enemy titan comes in the range, you can just melt her, one shot, her or him. Then we've got the third titan in the A tier, and that's going to be, where is it? Yep, Telenas. She's a very good damage. She's a very good marksman. She's got a lot of hybrid damage with her S1. She can deal magic and physical damage, so enemies have to build like magic defense and armor both if they face Telenas. And then she's got a very good S2 which will help her check pushes, and then ult is like very good CC ult. But the only thing is she lacks mobility. She has no mobility outside of flicker, and that's the only downgrade down downfall. That's the only disadvantage of playing Talon, I would say. But nonetheless, she deals a lot of damage. Then for the last 18 marksman, we got Wisp is got some nerfs which like pushed her out of jungle, but she's still quite good in the AD lane because of her ult. Her ult is like huge range, and the best thing is her ult can crit damage. So yeah, her ult is very good. Moving on to the mid lane, before I move into the mid lane, I would say that mid lane is the best and as the most broken hero right now. I would say so. The most broken mid laner, I would say, probably the most broken titan in this game is Liliana. She's been sitting here on the top since so long, like she hasn't changed for so long, and she is so strong with her poke damage, her mobility, her CC, and her invincibility, and her low cooldown. Man, I cannot stop. I can stop talking about her. I can like go on for days. How broken she is and how less she's played here. And please play Liliana in the mid lane. She's rarely banned and she's rarely picked in like Diamond to Veteran. Then we've got the King, the Lord of Thunder. I would say two lane. Perma banned. Don't want to say much about him. He is the like snowball god of Clash of Titans. You give him kills, he will carry you. He will end the game in 8 minutes. And another reason why Wukong is S tier because he absolutely deletes these both of, and he is the best counter to both of them, Omen and Wukong. Omen is a bit team oriented, but Wukong will just finish like I guess one shot these two. Moving on to the third mage over here, we have Crixie. Crixie has finally, everyone is finally together. How stupid broken Crixie is, how much damage she does, and how easy she is. The best part is how even a kid can play this hero, and definitely her damage at late game SS tier, man. Her ult damage and S1 will like literally melt the whole team. Her ult is AoE damage, and that is in fact quite a lot of damage. Then the last S tier hero we have got Illumnia with one of the best ults in the game, which will give the vision of enemy for like 2 to 3 seconds, and that is so much. Vision is like such an important thing in the late game because in the late game everyone's rotating but together only. No one's ganking, not much. So you need to have like good vision of enemy where they are hiding. That's how I would say. And her CC combo, if she hits a chain properly, like you'll be flying in the air and you won't even touch the ground to be dead by that. Then moving on to the A tier, we have got to open up the A tier, we have Annette. Annette, oh, what happened? Sorry. Yes, Annette is more of a support type, I would say. Support type mage, I would say. But yeah, she's got a lot of poke with her S1, and her S2 is a very life saving ability which she can use in team fights, and ult will like literally makes her impossible to gank because she can use ult and she can be immune for like 2 to 3 seconds till her enemy till a support shows up and saves her. A very good mage pick. The next we have Dio-chan Dio-chan. She is the latest mage in the Clash of Titans tier Titans pool list, and the only reason she is here because of her CC. Man, her freeze are so annoying. If we have played against a good Dio-chan, like she will pop her freeze from a bush and just she will like brain that spammer full combo and you're dead. You can do anything. And her passive is also very good against like Wukong or women like who want to flicker ult or do a combo. She can like evade anything for passive. Then we have the next S tier, excuse me, A tier mage, and that's going to be Alistar. Oh my god, Alistar is the most annoying hero in the game, no doubt. Everyone bans him in the rank because his ult is so stupid, and then he's got stupid S1 S2 damage which will clear every wave in the late game. Impossible to push towers when you've got this guy in the opponent who just like spamming S1 S2 from 10 kilometers away. Then we have the next mage over here, and that's going to be the latest Titan, which is going to come in fully. I would say Raz. Everyone who's played, everyone who knows Raz knows that how much potential this Titan has, how much gank potential, how much poke, and then the CC. Oh my god, he will throw you from your tower to his tower, man. To his combo, and his S2 range is also quite long. I would say definitely 8 tier. And then to finish off the 8 tier, there Veera. Veera is the brain dead queen of this game, you don't have to do anything. With your passive, you get so much speed. You just need to roam here and there. And if any assassin comes to gank, you use your full combo and just run away, or just like one shot with enemy. Squishy, very good, very decent pick. I would say not good, but definitely a tier. Moving on to the jungle. Well, we all know there's no surprise in that. The best jungle is Student. No need to talk about him. Brain dead jungler, too much damage, too much snowball, and too good of a ult, too less of a cooldown. Triple S tier, no doubt. If you get him in rank, you are going to win, no doubt. If you can play well. Then next CS lane, who is very underrated and very less, rarely used, I would say Kira is insane, man. Like her damage melts enemies tanks in late game. Literally vaporizes the squishies, no doubt. Even tanks are melted by her. And yes, one thing I would like to put, like every mage over here except Lumnia are counted by DS laners. That's like basic knowledge you guys should have, that DS laners are very good against mages. So keep that in mind next time you try to fight in a team fight. The next S tier is everyone's favorite, Butterfly. She's been in the meta for so long, I would say right now, and everyone plays her, man. I don't think anyone who hasn't played her doesn't know about her. Basically, if you learn the triple stack and how to double ult the enemy, you just go 1v5 and kill everyone. Then the last S tier jungler we have Varus. Oh man, the MILF Varus. She's got, as I said, deep and all around kit, but the best thing about a jungle is that she can counter all these titans. Yes, she is the best counter to these in the jungle lane, I would say. She's got a lot of tankiness, and even if she is behind gold, she can do wonders with her. Like her ult does like 2 to 3 hit 2 damage if the enemy is low. Great ult to finish off the enemies, and a lot of healing as well. Moving on to the 8A jungle. Opening the 8A jungle, we have Blue Book. Yes, even though he's nerfed, his minion kill is a bit slow and he can't lifesteal much out of dragons and minions. That doesn't mean that he's bad. He's really good in team fights, and his sustain is just insane. Late game as well, building rock shield on him, and definitely his cooldown for his ult in late game is very low as well, and that makes him a very good pick. The next we have Scud. Where is he? Where is Scud? I think personally prefer him in the DS lane, but because you have more flexibility in jungle, you have better jungle picks. But if you want to go, you can go jungle DS, jungle Scud. He's absolutely menacing, I would say. Going into the tower, 1v3, surviving, and late game he won't die. You need like 4 enemies, 4 titans except Hayate. If they don't have a Hayate, you can just like survive 1v3, 1v2s easily. The next we have is the latest jungler, I would say, Quillen. Quillen is a very Quillen is like a snowball type titan, and he's a backstabber, I would say. You just don't engage at all unless you see an enemy marksman or mage alone. You just wait a team to just carry out the team fight, and when they're low, just go behind the back and finish them off, and just spam your ult and ability. That's it. He's a very brained, I would say, brained jungler, but definitely a very strong jungler. Next we have is going to be the Quick Knack, the cockroach, I would say. Insane burst damage, good from he's really good early game because of his ult and mobility, and late game he melts tanks as well. The only thing is he's more like a suicide type of jungler, suicidal jungler. He will die. He will kill 1 or 2 titans, but then he doesn't have much survivability, I would say. And then we have everyone's favorite Nacro. Nacro is like a flex titan. You can flex your skills. You can flex your fast fingers with this titan, and he's like the titan. The more better you are at him, the stronger he is. Great mobility and great at pursuing enemies or split pushing. Very good titan for that. And I would say to end the S tier, we've got the last titan here, Zill. Zill is definitely a very a different kind of titan. With this S2 you can just you really need to know what his passive does, how his passive works, and if you get to know that, you can just S2 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 S2. Sorry about that. Yes, that's it. And now moving on to the supports. Supports are enjoying quite a good time right now. They are like very strong and not being bullied by enemy marksman and junglers. The best support, one of the best support. I can say she is the best support. She's like almost equal to the next two supports in the STL list. But Meena is definitely a very strong support with her like insane, team fight capabilities, and she can tank, man. She can tank a lot of damage, and she can save her teammates from enemy with S2 and ult, and definitely an overall very great pick, even for DS lane as well. Then we have Lumber, and this hero Titan is so annoying, man. If you have played against a good Lumber, you will see he will just like kick you around the map like a football, man. Just kick you, and his ult will like do so much damage and slow you down. A very good Titan, man, Lumber. No doubt about that. A lot of CC as well, a lot of tankiness, a lot of armor and magic defense for a whole team with this passive, insane passive. And then the last S tier Titan, we have Thane and Lumber mains are like rejoicing right now because these two Titans have so much CC, so much tankiness, and so much utility with them. It's like absolute must pick Titans, and these two are the most famous, I would say, Titans, support Titans in the game right now. Moving on to A tier to open up the A tier, we got Anet. Anet is definitely a very good Titan, very safe Titan to play with, and but don't underestimate. She has a great team fight abilities and like a huge shield with her S2. Like literally, you can give your entire team a shield with her S2. Moving on to the next A tier support, we have got here is Crest. Yeah, Crest is a very good. Like Crest is the raid boss. If enemy does not have a Scud, Hayate or Irie, you can just go to the tower, and if you like pair him up with Scud, oh my god, Crest and Scud are like cancer. You can just go in the Titan, they can just go in the tower and just they won't take any damage. They will tank so much damage that like team fight, you can take a team fight in the enemy tower as well. 2 5v5 in their tower as well. That's the strength of Crest and Scud combo. The next Titan we've got is where is she? The cute maiden Alice. Alice is like a really good Titan to pick if you have a 2 lane or like a mage focus like a Kira, because her ult is just insane, man. She reduces the magic defense of her enemy like so hard, and her ult is so annoying. And she's also got great shield and the stun. Oh my god, stun is like so game changing. If she hits a good stun at the enemy marksman, like they're most likely dead. Alice is a very good, and late game she is like very potent because of a low cooldown in her S2 and ult. Then moving on to the next 8 tier support, we have got where is it? Crack. Well, yes, Crack is one of the funniest heroes, I would say, and one of the most fun Titans, and everyone knows why it's good because of his S2. That's it. If he hits a good hook late game and hooks an enemy squishy, then you are going to win the game. There's no doubt in that. And yes, if he like hooks, and if you are losing as well, and if he hooks an enemy marksman into your tower, really great chance for comebacks. And then closing this tier list and the support list as well, we have Arum. Arum is a very, I would say, a very Arum is like a very focused Titan to like counter just one Titan. If enemy has like a Nacroth or Lubu, Butterfly, Kira, and Titans like who just go in your team comp and just destroy and tear your and Mage apart, and you can't do much about that because of the mobility. Just pick Arum, man. She's so tanky, and just one ult on them, they're probably going to die. Arum is a very good, and her flicker ult combo on enemy marksman which is also very dangerous, I would say. So I would say this is my tier list. So that's it for the tier list, guys. If you think this tier list ने आपकी help की है, please feel free to share it, and if you like the video, please like and subscribe. And if you think this tier list is like कुछ heroes ऊपर नीचे हैं या कुछ heroes नहीं है, just comment down. And thank you for watching, and have a nice day. Goodbye.